welcome back if you are not. This week we're doing something a little bit different, and no, it's not me sitting and talking to the camera for 20 minutes like I did a couple of weeks ago. The building that's going on at the moment is taking a little bit of time, and it's not the most exciting stuff in the world. It's a lot of preparation, a lot of plasterboarding, a lot of stuff you've already seen before. So I'm gonna kind of put all that content into one video. But for this week, I have noticed a couple of you asking for recipes or being interested in some of the food that we cook up while we're here. So it's a little bit of a change, but this week I'm gonna be showing you how we firstly cook in a tiny kitchen, how we cook when we're really busy, and basically how we simplify our cooking throughout the week. Now, I know in the previous one when I spoke about cooking, I said that we'd been using meal delivery kits. I won't be using that because I completely understand it's not accessible for everyone. So this is a full week shop that we did at Morrison's. It was £40, so £20 per person. And then in terms of vegan meats and stuff, we'll run to Iceland and probably spend another £10. So £25 per person for the whole week. Let me show you what we cook. Okay, so first up, I'm making coleslaw. Usually I get a red cabbage for this, but Morrison's did not deliver my red cabbage. So instead I'm using a white cabbage and a couple of carrots, and I'm gonna turn it into just a traditional, you know, mayonnaise-y style coleslaw. As I chop that, I just chuck it into a Tupperware. Try and separate the bits as I do it. I'll then just sprinkle in some of whatever vinegar I've got. Today it's red wine vinegar, probably not the right one, but that's okay. Put the lid on, shake it, and then I let the vinegar soften that for a little bit while I get on with other stuff. Then you just get your washed carrots and peel them, chuck those peels away, and now continue to peel to get long strips. I usually put a knife in there to keep it straight and just go. And then just shove it into the same pot as your cabbage. Now you still have the vinegar in there, so just pop a lid on. Just give that a shake too so that the vinegar has a chance to coat all of it. Next, I'll prep my meats. I'm gonna be using this oomph kebab for my lunches every day this week, so I just rip it open and cook the entire thing at once. Anything I don't eat on the first day just goes into a Tupperware. Drizzle of oil. I just mix that all up together to give it a good coating of oil, and then pop it on the heat. Then, just so everything in my life is organized, I'll get all of my stuff prepped at once. So I'll get the little gem lettuce, take it out the bag, chop off the end, get all of those leaves apart, and then I shove that all into the salad spinner to give it a wash. I do it all in one go just so that I don't have to wash my lettuce with each meal the entire week. It's just a time saver. I then just get my herbs. These are starting to look worse for wear, so I thought I would just chop them up now and make sure I eat them in the next couple of days. Then I just make up the chopped salad bits. And again, all of these sit in a Tupperware for a couple of days, just ready to be chucked into a pitta when we're ready to eat. Realized I probably wouldn't need a whole onion, so I chucked half of that in there. And I'll put half of it back in the fridge for cooking later in the week. Same for the cucumber, just gonna chop that into smaller bits. And then the same for the tomatoes, just chopping those into smaller bits and adding them to the same Tupperware. To keep things fresh over the next couple of days, I might also add a squeeze of lemon, some salt and pepper. You've got your kebab meat, your salad bits, your coleslaw, and your lettuce. And then as soon as you're ready to have lunch, you've got all of that assembled for the next few days. That was all for show. I'm ready to eat now. So you shove your pittas in the toaster, and then when it's time to dish, you just open up your little pita pocket. Try not to absolutely scald yourself on the boiling hot inside, and you dish. I like mine with some mayo. Now I didn't say it was going to be easy to eat. And then you have to add some of these little chili pepper type things. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but they look like this. I get them from the shop around the corner from us. And there you go. A very, very stuffed kebab. And it's so good.
Hello everyone, Tom here. Just eating
Your head's not even in the screen.
I'm just eating peanut butter with a fork.
And now, because nobody likes cooking multiple times per day, we're having a very easy dinner with these no-chick Kievs from Iceland. Now we've got ourselves an air fryer, so we'll just be throwing those in for I have no idea how long. 20 minutes, maybe. This is like the best dinner if you're lazy or if you just want something quick, because you throw the potato in, 10 minutes later you throw the peas in, 5 minutes later you throw the broccoli in, and there you go, 20 minutes later, drain all your veg, mash the potato, you get your Kievs out the air fryer or the oven, whichever you used, and you've got a done meal. Maybe even do some gravy or some sauce on the side if you're feeling crazy. It's a quick and easy meal, and it's perfect for if you just want one night's worth of food. Or you can double up, triple up, whatever you want. And then super last minute in a bowl, I've just decided I want to make some weird, kind of like tartar sauce, but I have none of the ingredients, so I'm just putting a big scoop of Greek yogurt in here. Gonna squeeze half a lemon. Gonna scoop in all of that red onion from earlier. Throw in some chopped coriander as well. And then some salt and some pepper. And you have a very weird sauce. There goes so many veggies. These are banging. The sauce, so good. Just a great easy meal, and it took 23 minutes total. What a dream. And because everything is hands off, you can wash up while everything cooks. Let's get this back door open. I can't wait until this is all knocked down. Look at this. All of this sunshine will be streaming through a glass roof and back doors, and it won't be so dark in here anymore. Anyway, it's about 11:30. I'm hungry, and I'm taking a look around the cupboards to see if we've got raisins. I don't think we do, but yeah, we definitely don't. Alexa, add raisins to the shopping list.
Raisins added to your shopping list.
She might be stealing all my data and informing the government of my every move, but that's a very handy function. Okay, so I wanted to make overnight oats, or I guess instant oats, because I won't be putting them in overnight. But we've got no raisins, and honestly the only thing that makes oats good is when you leave the raisins in the fridge overnight and the milk sucks up the raisins and you've got these like, it's like a bircher basically. It's really good, but I can't make that because I don't have raisins, but I will soon. Instead, I'm just gonna get some frozen bread and stick it in the toaster. I think I've showed you this before, but I'm gonna make some chia jam, like healthy chia jam. I'll show you. Bread, some raspberries, some chia seeds, and some honey. And you put those all in a bowl. Mix it all together, stick it in the microwave for a minute. You will not be disappointed. It's done, you just wanna mix around and get those chia seeds all coated in the liquid. I mean, ideally you'd leave it for 10 minutes or so for the chia seeds to soak it up. Or you can make a bunch and put it in a jar and leave it in the fridge, but I never think ahead, so this is what I'm going to eat. And then when your bread is approaching burnt, you're gonna slop on some peanut butter and then top it with your chia jam. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. It tastes just like jam, but I think it has less sugar. And it's definitely got more fiber and some omegas, maybe. It tastes good. Aren't we glad we made lunch yesterday? Almost out of mayo today, so adding some hummus instead. But that's about it. That's everything. This is my lunch. You saw it yesterday. I do not need to show you again. There you go. So I'm back, eating again. I'm going to the gym in a bit, and so I just needed something to give me a bit of energy. And so I'm gonna introduce to you the tastiest smoothie, not really smoothie, like a protein shake ever. In here you put half a banana, some ice cubes, some of the seed mix I showed you in a previous video. It's hemp seed, flax seed, chia seeds. Some milk of your choosing. I put half almond, half hazelnut. And then some protein powder. Mine is coffee flavor. Some cocoa powder or raw cacao powder. Blend it up. And oh my God, it's just so good. Admittedly, it is a little bit gritty with the seeds. Like, it does taste better if you don't put the hemp seeds, the flax seeds, and the chia seeds in. But they're just so good for you and it doesn't make that much of a difference. So I add those in. But if you don't have them, you don't need them, and definitely don't go out and buy them to make this. This, just by itself, is so good. If you ever find with vegan protein powder or like dairy-free protein powder that it's a little bit sandy or gritty, blend it up with a banana. Blend it, put a banana in, and get it super cold. Don't just shake it in a shaker with water, and honestly it'll sort it right out. For the longest time I would like try and be good, buy vegan protein, not use whey protein, and then the vegan protein would just expire on the shelf because it tasted gritty. It was awful. It was nothing like the milkshakey goodness of a whey protein powder, but I found my way around it and now I can get them down me. So this will give me some more energy. I've got a box run lift class, so running, weightlifting, and boxing all in one, which should be interesting. I'll catch you on the other side for some dinner. I am back and I am shattered, but it's dinner time. Tonight we are making a chicken pasta bake, which is literally the easiest meal in the entire world to make, and you can make a shit ton in one go, so it's great for a meal prep or midnight week dinner. All right, what you're going to need is pasta, obviously, pasta sauce. You can make your own and be healthy, but this is really quick and easy to use. It's vegan, it's not terrible, and it'll do. Sweet corn, broccoli, spinach, and then cheese. I've also got some veggies left over from last night, which I'm gonna chuck in. If I didn't have these, I would defrost some peas as well. Now, if you're wondering why I use vegan pasta sauce and vegan chicken, but then eat cheese, it's because a little is better than nothing. I try and eat mainly plant-based, but if there's some stuff like cheese, Greek yogurt, I'm not gonna think it's the end of the world if I don't cut out everything completely. I would rather be 80% than 0%. So, don't come for me, that's just my opinion. Another thing I think is brilliant is, especially if you are not eating any dairy or meat or anything, is this high protein fusilli. Pretty much all supermarkets do their own brand. It is more expensive, but in one portion of this you get 22 grams of protein. So you're getting 22 grams of protein in this, probably about 15 grams of protein in this, and then you'll get protein from the cheese. Peas are really high in protein. Broccoli's a great protein source. Yeah, basically it's a very quick, easy, protein packed, healthy, veggie packed, tasty. I'll stop there. Dinner. First up, I'm gonna get some water on the boil, then I'm going to add the pasta. I'm gonna cook the pasta for a couple of minutes less than it says to. So it says here 8 to 10. I'll probably cook for about 7 minutes, just to ensure that when we do bake it, it has time to cook some more. In a separate pan, I'm gonna get on some oil and cook up my chicken strips. 5 minutes before that pasta is finished baking, I will add the broccoli. I'll then drain the pasta, add the sauce, and when all of that's hot, add hands and hands and hands of spinach. When all that spinach is wilted down and we've got all of that together, I'll chuck all of that into an oven-proof dish. I'll add the chicken strips, I'll add the sweet corn, and I will add the peas. I'll then grate a very generous helping of cheese on top and bake that for 20 minutes. And then, have I got a life hack for you for cleaning blenders, right? Disgusting. Pour in some fairy liquid and some hot water and let the blender do the work for you. That's all clean. And the pasta is ready to come out. Now this could not last 2 nights, it could last 3. It'll all depend on whether we're still hungry when we finish this portion. But I might put some more cheese on top as well. And that's dinner. It's not pretty, but it's easy to make, easy to clean, and it makes a good few nights. So we'll probably eat that for the next 2 evenings. This morning I got some more peanut butter and toast. I used the half a banana from yesterday's smoothie, put on some peanut butter on toast, sprinkled it with the seed mix that I've shown you a million times, and then some honey on top. It's quick, it's easy. Peanut butter doesn't get old. It's so good. I'm gonna eat this now. And 3 guesses what I'm having for lunch. Still going strong. The only change is that today I'm gonna add some leftover sweet corn from dinner last night. That's how you keep meal prep fresh. You just really transform it with every dish. It's a little something different. It's like you're eating a completely different meal. And nothing quite like sweet corn to make that happen. And you know what? I put my kebab meat in the microwave, opened it and realized Tom had left me barely any when he made his lunch. Thanks, Tom. And so I've picked off some chicken from our pasta bake, picked it off the top like a little gremlin, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different. So scrap everything I just said. The key to meal prep is mixing it up with more than just sweet corn. I'm gonna make myself a salad with a picture on the side. So it's still the same thing, just a different format. Probably best I did this as well because we had way more than 1 more pitcher's worth of filling. So no waste, bigger lunch. I'm happy with that. It's not got much dressing, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but there's always mayo. I'm a little bit hungry this morning, hungrier than normal, but I've got a super busy morning packed with meetings. I don't have time to cook, so I'm having one of these mighty shakes. We got these free. They are 11 grams of protein. They're made from pea milk, and it says it's like a chocolate milkshake, so taste test. It's good. If you've ever had Oatly chocolate milk or like a non-dairy chocolate milk, it just tastes like that. They tend to be a little bit less sweet than dairy chocolate milk and a little bit thicker, but pretty good. We'll purchase again. I'll see you at lunch. It is beautifully hot. Just had a walk, incredibly sweaty. Time for some lunch. I only had that drink at breakfast, so I'm actually ravenous. Now I've seen a few times people making a tuna mayo with chickpeas. I don't know how I feel about it. Chickpeas, firstly, don't agree with my stomach unless they're in hummus form. So uncooked chickpeas might just kill me, but I'm gonna give it a go. Also, I feel like tuna's got a very tuna taste. I know with beans, if you struggle with beans, rinsing them is super important, so I'm gonna give these a good scrub. Okay, I've added the chickpeas to a bowl. Just gonna give them a good mush. A potato masher would probably be best here, but I don't have one. I feel like that's probably enough. I mean, you probably still want some hold for a little bit of texture, right? Now, kind of like that sauce on Monday night on top of the chicken Kiev, I'm just gonna make it up as I go. So, I'm gonna get some vegan mayo, some lemon juice, some chili, some chopped onion with olive oil and lemon juice I've had sitting in the fridge for probably too long. Found some dill at the back of my cupboard I've never used, so I'll throw that in. Then I'll give it all a mix. needs a ton more mayo. Okay, I'm gonna try some. I've got it to a pretty good consistency. That's actually really good. Ooh. Yeah. Added some of these proper corn cream cheese crisps, which are so good, and then it looked a little bit beige, so I added some rocket, but there you go, that is lunch. Have you seen that meme when those kids come back from school? It's like... Okay, and I know I said I wasn't doing meal kits, but I actually am gonna do one meal kit recipe, but it's only because everything in here you can buy from the shops. I've made it with shop bought ingredients before. It's so cheap to make. It's literally just beans, chopped tomatoes, all chucked together in a pot. So it's very achievable. The only thing you need that you might find trouble with is chipotle paste. But I've seen it in Tesco, I've seen it in Asda, it's in the spice section. It's just more of a paste than a spice. But yeah, everything's otherwise paprika, beans, tomato puree, stock, some feta, and some veggies. So easy. I'll talk you through everything you need if you wanted to go to the shop. Okay, I have way less veggies in the fridge than I thought I have, so we're going in a little bit scarce today. Whatever I've got in the fridge, so an onion and a pepper, and I'm just gonna cook those up. Just added in some garlic about a minute ago, and now I will add my beans. To that I add my chipotle paste, some smoked paprika, some tomato paste, and then just a stock cube. Then just give all of that a good stir. Then after a minute, add 2 cans of chopped tomatoes and some salt and pepper. Then I just leave that to simmer for a little while, probably about 5-10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and that's it. I mean, usually I try to have a lot more veg. I'll usually put an aubergine in here, 2 peppers, 2 onions, but we're running out of stuff in our fridge, which is fine. We've got enough beans, so it should be tasty enough. And now for toppings while that boils away. For toppings, we're just chopping up a couple of spring onions and a block of feta. And then I just get some whole wheat wraps and just cut them into slices. Then I just chuck them in the toaster, kind of like this, and hope I don't lose them at the bottom. Now the recipe doesn't call for this, but I also just pop a microwave rice in, just because I know with a little bit of stew and a single tortilla, we're going to be hungry in an hour, so I always just make sure we've got enough carbs. It is 11:30 Friday morning. Ready for the weekend, which for us just means more building. But this morning I'm thinking of doing something a little bit different. So I'm gonna get my berries, chuck them in a bowl, get that bowl into the microwave for just over a minute. And then in a separate bowl, I'm going to get my yogurt and muesli and all of that stuff together. Give it a drizzle of honey, add my trusty seeds, and that is breakfast. This is why I like when the weather warms up, because you can pull together really healthy breakfasts in like 2 seconds. Whereas in winter, you got to keep cooking because it's freezing, and the idea of something out the fridge is horrendous. For lunch. It's a Friday, so today is all about getting rid of what's left in the fridge from the week. You're gonna think I'm mad, but get the chicken strips. I got the same one from the pasta, and I'm gonna chuck these frozen chicken in the microwave for a minute. Once that is out the microwave, just grab some yogurt or mayonnaise, whichever you've got to hand, and chuck it in, coating up all the chicken. Now I know it looks mad, but it's not. Then get some breadcrumbs. I've used these Paxo Southern fried breadcrumbs. And just toss your chicken to coat. Then I'll just chuck them in the air fryer, make sure they're not sticking together, and switch that on. I'm then gonna get these corn tortillas. Because we don't have a frying pan, I'm gonna chop them in the pot and hope it works.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're at dinner.
Can you smell the bread?
Sorry, you can't smell that.
It smells freshly cooked pizza bread.
Yum!
Unreal.
Oh yeah! What was that?
Unreal.
What's been your favourite part of the dinner so far?
You yourself. You being there.
Oh. Just gonna... Getting slightly concerned about how repetitive this video is going to be, but having pretty much the same thing for breakfast. Yogurt, muesli, honey, seeds, but instead of berries, I'm going to have it with some frozen mango today. When you're defrosting berries, if they go a bit warm, it's okay, but I feel like if I make my mango warm, it's gonna be horrendous. So I'm gonna properly defrost it. I'd say I've come to enjoy my breakfast outside, but I don't know if enjoy is the word. For a little lunch, we're going to have some veggie dogs loaded with sauerkraut, mustard, jalapenos, ketchup, crispy onions. So good, really quick, perfect for this weather, and nice in place of a barbecue because we don't get one on this very hot day while working. And after a long day painting at the house, as you can see, there's only one thing for dinner: pizza. And happy Sunday. We're doing a 2-dayer this week where we're renovating on both Saturday and Sunday. It doesn't happen very often, but we're doing it this week. I'm getting the front of this house painted. As you can tell, I've been hard at work all morning. It is 11:30. Did not know I had a breakfast time before I did this video, so that's pretty cool. Apparently I eat breakfast at 11:30 every day, and I've got peanut butter and jam on toast. Mostly because we have an empty fridge. I really fancied like a warm cooked breakfast. But not today. I'm having this, I'm getting back outside. If you can see my hair blowing like in a music video and a low noise in the background, that would be the fan. It's 31 degrees and melting. This house is not well insulated, which I thought would suck in winter, but sucks in the height of summer too. Anyway, I completely forgot to film yesterday. We dropped Tom's dad off back in Essex after he helped us out for the day. And then Tom's mom made us dinner, which was pasta alla vodka. It's just like pasta with a vodka, creamy vodka sauce. It's so good. Loads of garlic bread. And that's it for the week. I hope this video wasn't too weird or out of the ordinary. Okay, I gotta stop this fan. It looks way too cringe. I hope this video wasn't too weird or out of the ordinary, and if you signed up just to see house stuff and you just spent 20 minutes watching me eat, I'm sorry about that, but some weeks are slow. I was watching one of those videos about how to grow on YouTube, and they said that unless you're a big YouTuber, nobody really cares about your life and you shouldn't vlog, and for some reason that's really stuck with me, so I get a bit self-conscious doing anything that's not a house video, but I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please give this video a like, as always, and if you'd like to see more, be it house stuff, or just what I eat, or potentially what I got up to for my 27th birthday, wink wink, click the subscribe button below. Put out videos every single Wednesday as long as I can find something to film, and thank you as always for your support. I will catch you in the next one.